Welcome to LVC LED. Today topic is data types. We all are aware of various data types are present in most of all the software. The basic thing is numeric, boolean, string, and other dynamic operation. Today we are going to focus how the numeric data type is going to be a good one for a different application, and also we can consider the different ranges also. So in the case of numeric data type, DBL, integer and unsigned integer are going to be involved. So double precision, integer and unsigned integer. Integer is always providing the value is started from minus to plus, that is a minus value as well as positive values will be there. Unsigned integer will be providing only positive values. DBL is double precision. They can have a integer as well as floating value. So depends on that 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, we can have a different ranges. So based on your application, you can choose the data type ranges also. So for purpose of CLED exam point of view, I'm just giving a good practice in the case of 8-bit information like I8, U8 alone is going to be considered, and DBL also. DBL reason is using a DBL is it's a real-time data like a sensor data or any other information, temperature measurement, everything will be available in the DBL format. Since they want to show the fraction value, real-time value, that's the reason they are going with that. Okay, let us go for some hands-on experience with that. So in the lab view we had two windows, front panel and block diagram window. So numeric only we are going to focus. So let me have some numeric operator from the numeric palette. Let us have a divide operator, and I need two controls that also will be picked from the front panel, numeric and a numeric control. So by placing the numeric, I got some thing in the block diagram window also. Okay, so they are in a DBL, you can able to see in the bottom, and I need one more control also. The divide operation can be able to perform by having a two input. That's the reason I'm placing the two value also. I can rename it. The same thing will be renamed in the block diagram also. Let me tie the wire, and the question is, by connecting these two inputs which is belongs to DBL, what will be the default indicator? Okay, so the default indicator for this operation, that is a divide operation, is create an indicator only we can able to find it. So DBL alone. Okay, it is a simple thing. So here input is available in that part and output also in the DBL part. And another one is, if I have that input values is a 93 and here it 10, so obviously we know the answer is 9.3. we got that also by executing this VA. And we have another indicator that is belongs to integer data type. Let me change the representation of any indicator is by right click on the particular indicator, go to representation and choose which one you want. I'm just choosing I8. So the I8 is changed and it is in the blue color. So when I connect the wire with the indicator source, here also we got a connection. So by doing the executing one more time, we got a 9 is the answer for it. It is I8 result. Right? So it is going to round up the near value. Even if it is a 95, just see, it is going to be a 10. Okay, so 9.5, more than 9.5, that will be rounding to the nearest integer value is a 10. That's the reason we are having it. And here you have to consider one more important is cohesion dot. When you are having a different representation of numeric data type. Here I have I8, here I have a U8, here you may have a two red color dot, that is nothing but coercion dot. Even though they have a coercion dot, when I create the indicator, I got a DBL alone. So divide operation, the default indicator is always DBL, since they want to show fraction value as well as rounded value, integer value also, right? That's the reason it is showing the default indicator for divide operation is always DBL. It is very important CLAD exam question. And I'm just replacing some operation instead of division. I'm just going for replacing the numeric operator, add. Okay, so at the time what is going on, so here also some coercion dot is present, but in the previous case we got a two coercion dot in the particular wire, but we had only one coercion dot. Since the operator is changed, so now what it will compare U8 and I8 means it is having a 8-bit information, it is also having 8-bit information, but the range started from 0 to 255, but here the range started from -120 to 127. So that's why always it will be identify the default indicator for addition is U8 alone. You can check it. Yes, U8. Unsigned value you want or signed value you want, always will pick the unsigned value. That's why the lab also picked value belongs to U8. So after getting that result, you are getting some result. 10 plus 10 is a 20, no issue on it. And you have to, as if you want to become a good developer, lab developer, please kindly avoid such coercion dot. Please make use of all the people in same data type. Unnecessarily don't give the same data type. Please try to have a same data type. Different data type operation, kindly avoid it. Okay, it's a simple thing. I just want to give some quick summary about it. The thing also, if the coercion dot is present on one particular data type, you can pick the value easily. Who is the default indicator is, where the coercion dot is not present, that will become a default indicator. By seeing this VI code, you can able to understand. I have a multiplication operation I8 and U8, and coercion dot is present in I8, so there is no coercion dot in the U8 wire, so automatically is being a default indicator. It is a U8. Thank you. All the best.